hello. Right, back again. So, this is what we made in part one. So, I made the front and I did the beads at the edges. And I've got a booklet in the middle. And I've got 2 envelopes to be filled on each side now left to do. So, I'm going to be using this ledger paper that I bought this book off of eBay. There is no manufacturer's name or nothing. It just says Vintage Ledger, Paper Collection, 20 sheets, 2 of each design. And I shall go through the book with you. All sorts of yumminess. I know, but it's really strange, wasn't it, yumminess? But it is what it is. I love it. You've got to love vintage. If you haven't, what I do. I thought I'd show you this book, see if you can find it on eBay. It was quite pricey for what it was, so it was £20. 20 sheets, that averages £1 a sheet, so that is quite expensive. So now I've got the ledger paper and I've got the acetate. I'm gonna do the edges. Lift the edges up a bit. Move that over. Make this look a bit more vintage than it already is. I've not been doing much. Just been watching the TV and stuff. I haven't actually done anything. Unfortunately, it's the thing about being ill as I am. With no more news on my knees. There's nothing I can do about them. I've just got to live with it. Apparently, I'm going to the musculoskeletal centre to see how else they can help me. But from what I can hear, they can't really do much. So I'm just going to have to get on with it. Right, I'm going to put some vintage photo around the edges. So yeah, I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't done anything. What about all of you? I've been away on holiday. Let me know. We didn't need to go away this year. No one did. We have had the biggest heat wave. We've had about 3 back-to-back heat waves in England. It's not been like England's weather at all. It's like we've been somewhere else. So we don't need to go anywhere. But it's been so hot that it's been quite uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable in the heat at all. So, you know, fans on and all that. We don't have air conditioning in this country. We do, but we don't have it in our homes. And some people do, but it's actually pointless unless we have weather like this, which is very rare. Right, so I'm going to try and marry this up a bit more. I'm going to do it that side actually. There we go. Now I'm going to do the holes and try and get them all in the right places without moving it. So there's 1, 2. I'm not going to count all the way through. Stay on that. No, I do like these acetate panels from Dina Wakeley. Bring a little something to your work, you know, when you're not knowing what to do. I haven't got any sheets, some acetate sheets. I've run out, so I haven't been able to do my own. Oh, for goodness sake, come out. That's the thing about being videoing yourself. You can't swear. Oh, this is tedious. It's going to be a good outcome though. We just keep getting stuck. see. It's not annoying at all. Right, there, and there. Pull that off. Right, now I need to get some lengths of string. I think I'm going to use the purple one. I'm going to use baker's twine. So, I'm not really sure how to do this. Whether just to do each one like this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do them individually. So I'm going to do a few on camera and I'll do the rest off camera. Because this is going to be tedious to do, let alone watch. You don't want to be watching me constantly tying knots. In fact, now I've done that one, I'm going to turn it off and do the rest. And turn myself back on afterwards. And so here's the pocket, all finished. And I tied each hole with a little bit of baker's twine all the way around. Now I need to fill this pocket and I need to make another pocket for the other side. So I think what I'm going to fill the pocket up with is something that I got in the post, which I can show you now. I got these things. So I've got some vintage photos. I hope you can see. Yeah, let's just move forward a little bit. There we go. That's a postcard. And names embossed on there. Doesn't say the date on any of these, but they're pretty old. Some of them look very wholesome. And there's this one that was originally in there. I wonder if it's a date on the back. No, no date. No date on the back. No. Oh. No, that's just a number. No, no date on the back of there. Now I've got to try and put this back in here. This is quite, I might really use this for something one day. Yeah, got outside of it. And then there's this here. Oh, I haven't seen this before. I wonder if you can see through this. No. They're films. That's good because I've got some Polaroid, the outside of the Polaroid thing, you know, with the little squares to go with that. And this here, good prints make better enlargements. And then I've got that there, no date on there. No date on there either, so I can't put a date on any of this stuff. There's lots of film here. Oh, these will come in handy. I was going to use this for a collage, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use this stuff for collage. I'll use my others. I've got all this stuff off eBay. Well, you got to see that anyway. So, for a collage, maybe this and this. So, have a look at stuff. I can take some stuff out. Take a couple of these. There we go. 3 of those. And back in a little pocket. As you can see. Yeah. Maybe a card. Piece of paper there. Piece of paper there. One of these. Oh, very, very aged paper here. 10th of 11th 48. And that's good. I'm not using that though. Piece of paper. One of these will do. One of these. Two of these. That there. Oh, that there. And how old's this? No, I don't think it says here. Oh, the 7th of July 65. I've got quite a few bits there. I'll put this back in the envelope. That in there. And then we can have a look at this and see if there's anything left in here that I can use in the collage. I definitely want to use one of those that I'm going to age. And one of those. Oh, I've got 2 of these. I'll use one of those. I don't think that might be enough now, actually. I think I might put that back. That's pretty. That's an old card. Right, so I've got all these to collage and I've got this to cut. So let's cut this first actually. Hang on, let me find some more ledger paper. Ledger paper on both. So let me try and find some glue. It's got some in, yeah. I'm going to cut them first actually, otherwise I'll end up gluing things that I don't need to glue. So cut them first, put that underneath there. So I'll cut it at the same time. So I'm going to put this on top of this, straighten it up a little, and cut them at exactly the same time. Because it makes more sense to do so. Let's move that out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. Everything's in my way. Right. There we go. And then, oh, hang on a second. I think it's this side that I need. And then I'll check to see if it goes in the pouch. If it doesn't, then it'll have to be the other one. So I've got that there and that there. And then, short, yeah. This goes on top of here. And then this should go into here. Both of them. Yeah. There we go. There we go. So let's move this over here. And stick this on. go. Which side shall I do? I'm going to have the ones with the numbers on. Let's see what I've done to my cutting board. It's not great. I might have to buy a new mat for it. Or just buy a new one completely. Because all of this is being done on my sofa at the moment. As I said, I'm not a very well girl. And if it's not one thing, it's another. So, right. So now I need to, oh, and put this on here. I forgot to speak then. I forgot I was recording for 5 minutes. Oh dear. That's a good thing really. Be a bit more relaxed at videoing. Oh no. Oh, there you go. Now I've made a tab for this, so you can put it in and out. And now I can put this in here and pull it in and out like that. So all that's done for that. All I need now is, she says, itself, and that's here. And then hopefully we can push this into here. And then fold it over. That's gonna get stuck, but I mean, I can't do anything about that. And now I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to collage it because I've not got enough acetate, so I'm just going to make another one and collage it. So get a bit of card and get some more ledger paper. I'm going to use the favourite one this time. Oh, actually, there's no point in using ledger paper if I'm going to collage, is there? No, so collage the paper itself. So let's put the big bits on first and then go over the top. So I'm just going to rip them and ink them. I think I'm going to ink them with rust this time. Make it a rusty one. So get this like this. I don't know how big it's going to be. So I'm just going to roughly go round this. And then I'll cut off what I need to cut off. So roughly go around this. Oh, mark the paper. The book, I should say. Right. So let's go over one and that one. And let's just cover this. Oh, do the inking first. Right, so collage and talk. I think I've mentioned everything about myself already, you know. But maybe you've only just bumped into this video yourself. So, I did art and design. Well, actually, let's go all the way back. I did an IT course, IT practitioner's course in 2003. Probably need to do another one now. Passed that as a diploma. Then I went back to college instead of going, because it was an access course. I could have gone to university with the IT practitioner's course, but just wasn't feeling the course. Didn't want to do what I decided to do, so I came away from that. Worked in a pub and that for a few years. And then I did an art and design course. And I loved it. It was action packed. It's just so much to do in it. It was a hard course to do. It wasn't easy by far. Had to do essays and stuff like that. Everything was just, how to explain it? It was so fast paced. We got to do metalwork, woodwork, textiles, printing. What else did we get to do? Can't think off the top of my head. Photoshop. We got to do Photoshop and some others. Oh, and photography. I absolutely love photography. I got a merit, or no, it wasn't a distinction in photography. So I did really well in that. And I made a canvas with lots of string and a zipper on it. So it looked like it had been through a war, which is what I wanted it to do, because it had like lots of thread. So it looked like it'd been sewn up, because I've thought about all the operations I've had. I've had 8 or 9 operations on my stomach. So it was to refer to that. I'm going to rip that. It was to refer to that. And I loved every minute of the course, and that was an art and design course. That was also an access to university course. So I had 2 diplomas. I have 2 diplomas now and not one. I'm really annoyed because I really want to work and I can't. That's why I'm doing this. You never know, I might get somewhere with it. I might not. I'm just going to keep trying. I'm just going to keep putting videos up in the hope one day I do get acknowledged and do get found. And because I've not had many likes or subscribers yet, but I'm just going to keep at it. I'm doing it mostly for fun anyway. Just, you know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I just, I get so bored some days. Agitated. But that's what's going to happen when you're on your own all the time. There's no one there to talk to. My daughter's got to work. You know, the situation with the rest of my family isn't great. We're all over the place, so we don't get to see each other. Right, I don't think I've got enough here. Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to rip this. I'm going to put that down here. So yeah, I absolutely loved the access course. It was the best thing I've ever done. Like, you just got to do so much, and you just learnt so much in such a fast-paced environment. And it was hard on us, but it was, yeah, I loved every minute of it. And if I could go back and do it again, I would, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt at all. And I'm not sure how big this has got to be. So I'm gonna measure it in a minute against the other pocket. Yeah. And put this in different places. Keep dropping the glue stick down. So, I have actually trained to be an artist, but I went to university, but this is quite a hard story to tell for me. I ended up having to quit because my illnesses got so bad that I couldn't be on campus because of the stairs and because of the walking all the time. In hindsight, I would have got a wheelchair, and I should have got a wheelchair to finish the actual course. And I hate the fact that I had to finish. Basically, I was on a part-time course, and she wanted me to finish it in a certain time, and I knew I couldn't do what I was doing as it was, which was a part-time 5-year course, and she wanted to up it to fit in it into 3 years, and I just couldn't do it. Right, I'm just going to see whether this fits. I'm going to cut this out and then put a tab on it. Actually, I need to do the back as well. I'm going to do the back. I'm hoping you can see. I'll keep putting everything down. There we go. Right, let's do this. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Let's put this in the middle. And then cut it out afterwards. Some of this paper is really brittle. So I just got to do this. I don't know what else to talk about again. That's honestly my biggest bugbear. We're not having to, because I like recording. To recording yourself, you don't know what to talk about. And you've got to fill the space with time. I suppose I have got my whole life to go over, but that's quite hard for me. My life has not been an easy one. Oh, that's upside down. I don't want that way around, but this way around. I'm gonna chop some of this card in half and go around that. And then go like that. I forget this is glass. Medium that. Right, and then put some more around this. I should rough up the edges really, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. I put that in the middle at the last part. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I want this bit. Oh, I need to go on holiday. My sister lives in Wales. One of my sisters lives in Wales. The other one lives in Australia, and I just can't afford to make it over there. Every time we get somewhere with money, it has to go on something else. It's driving us all nuts. I miss her dearly. It's hard work. And we've got a sister who lives that far away. My other sister and brother live near Luton. I live in Bucks, south east. Oh, I've already done one of those. Do this one. I might have to do some more fives. Or, actually, hang on, no. I've got the rest of this that can go in this corner. Yeah, going back to that course, I I made so many friends on it as well, and I would really love to do it again. But I got lucky, it was paid for me, because I wanted to go back to work, and I thought, I can't sit and do nothing. No, I couldn't go to work, so I thought, I'll do 3 days at college and university instead. But I never got better. I just got worse. So I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Right, put that down there. I don't know what these things are for. Put my glue on. A bit more of this, or put this down at the corner. I remember cutting my own metal. I remember learning how to dye silk. I remember doing screens for screen printing. And you pull the squeegee down, you call it a flash, I remember that. I remember making a love and hate star, which was made of metal. One side was about love and the other side was about hate. We made some miniature stamps in Photoshop. Me being me, I made them quite dark. It's about my childhood, but yeah, it was quite a dark one. I won't go into that. Let's try and be positive. Oh dear. Right, I'm hoping this is the right size. I'm just going to cut off the excess. Now I'm going to make a tab. I'll go around the edges of this quickly. Right. So I need... Found it. Vintage photo. I do need to redo this. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to move you. I don't know whether to sand the edges. I think I might actually have to. Go and sand the edges. Yeah, go and sand the edges down. Rough them up a bit. I don't want it looking new. I've got to move that, so let's move this out of the way. Move that down there. And then I can do it on this. So that's that done. That's that done. Keeps going up and underneath. There we go. That's that one done. That's that done. Nice little bit of sawdust there. And then keep doing this. Get the corners done. There we go, that looks better. And do this corner. whether you can see whether. There we go. And there's that. And now I'm going to make another thing. I think I might use this. Yeah, I'm going to use this. So put this in here. Put remembrance on it. You never know, I might make me remember stuff. That chance of that. Right, put a bit of glue in the middle. Oh, I need to stain it first. I need to stain that first. There we go. And then put that on top of there. And then put that on there like that. And then, hopefully it will fit in this. Put this in the back. Oh. And then that'll go in there. Then, we've got two little pockets here. Not really sure what to do with those. Maybe do like a... Let me have a look to see what I've got. I've got that there. Middle. What have I got? I'm not sure. And one of those. I'm going to use those two. Is there anything else in there? Yes, there is. So I'm not going to use those two. I'm going to use these two instead. And then put those back in there. Sorry about the noise. Right. So I need to cut these to be, or I can just do this. There we go. And I can fit in here like this. I can see it from the back. And then if it's worth cutting it. Yeah. Just gonna do that on both sides. And then one, two. And then they look like that. So there you go. The front with the beading. Inside with your acetate and your, I've forgotten what it's called again, baker's twine. And collage on the other side. And then behind there, we've got those two things that will come out. There we go, all done. That's all done. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks.